Hey yo, today on the channel, Jack's Class Superstars Series 15 unboxing and review of the genius Lanny Poffo and the bad guy, Razor Ramon.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jack's Class Superstars unboxing and review. A Tuesday tradition, a Tuesday staple here on the channel for well over 2 years now. And of course, today at the table, we've got Leapin' Lanny Poffo, the genius, and we've got the bad guy, Razor Ramon. But for all your wrestling figure needs of today's day and age, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle to save yourself 10%. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Except in the old Genius's case, I already have him loose. So without further ado, let's dive into the Genius here. Let's see what's going on. And Leapin' Lanny Poffo is what he says on the side of the package. But traditionally, this is the Genius. I think most people would say this is the Genius, not Leapin' Lanny, as there definitely is a difference between the two. But a fabulous, fabulous figure. A very interesting one that I wish we would get more Genius figures. Mattel, we need a Genius in the worst way. I wish they could get that done. We need a Leapin' Lanny. We need all of them. We need all the Macho Man Randy Savage brothers gimmicks. And very, very cool figure here. Genius, I would say, is the zenith of his career. I think that's when he really rose to prominence. We remember Leapin' Lanny kind of as throwing the frisbees, things like that. But it was when he became the Genius that he was really cooking with gas. Of course, him with Mr. Perfect was a good one. The Beverly Brothers, things like that. But loved him with Mr. Perfect during the heyday of Mr. Perfect, I would even say. But a fabulous one with the soft goods robe, Intercontinental title belt as well. But it does say Leapin' Lanny Poffo on the side, where it really should say the Genius. And then on the back, Series 15, of course, we're unboxing and talking about all those. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, as I always say. We got the cross-sell of all those guys. We got the UPCs, got the warnings, tail of the tape, the blurb, and a beautiful glamour shot of old Leapin' Lanny right there. Let's see what it says about the Genius. Debuted 1973, 228 pounds, 6 feet tall. Finishing move, the Honor Roll. 1973 seems like a pretty early debut to me. I don't know. I'd have to double check that math there. That just seems a little bit early. But very, very good looking figure, especially in package with that robe. It looks like he's ready for graduation or to about ready to deliver a poem to everybody. But we'll put him off to the side. Of course, we got Leapin' Lanny right here. He does come with the Intercontinental title belt. One of those things where you normally say, well, he never was Intercontinental champion. He shouldn't come with it. But he was the manager of Mr. Perfect, who was the Intercontinental champion. So I kind of think that's what they were going for there. At least that's what I hope, and that's what I've convinced myself of over the years. But it's your standard Intercontinental title. We've seen it many times in the Jax line. Of course. And then he does come with the soft goods outfit. I'm very glad it is soft goods too, because can you imagine this hat if it was like molded plastic goods? Just wouldn't work as well. Got the nice tassel at the top, just kind of some red yarn or white yarn, and then the red hat there fits right on him perfectly. And then you got the red robe with the white across it. Very, very good looking figure for the Genius. Like I said, removable, of course. Just a fabulous robe that can, of course, be removed. So we're going to take that off real quick here. A little bit hard to get off, though, I've noticed. It's a little tight at the wrist area on him. And then his hands being the open hands that kind of can grip. They grip the fabric on the inside when you're trying to take it off. So you got to be a little careful getting this out of there, but it can be done. And then he does have a fist on the other hand, which makes removal even easier on that side. Fold that beautiful robe. Nice heavy stock robe, nothing cheap or anything. And happy to report it does not stain the plastic, so that is a good thing. Underneath there, you do get a little bit. Now, if you just had him like this, I could say, okay, yeah, it's Leapin' Lanny Poffo, because this is basically what he did wear to the ring as the Leapin' Lanny days. It does say high IQ down here on the side of the boot, so that's good attention to detail for the Genius, not Leapin' Lanny. But he does got the blue trunks, the blue knee pads, looking good. The white boots, of course, fisted hand, gripping hand. And then it does look like Leapin' Lanny to me. Now, a lot of these Leapin' Lanny figures were sacrificed to Macho Man Randy Savage customs, because obviously Leapin' Lanny and Randy were brothers, as we all know. So a lot of these were used to make Randy Savage customs, because we didn't get a Jack's Class Superstar Randy Savage. So you might see some customs out there, and you might remember this face as, oh, that's Leapin' Lanny's head there they used. Besides that, it's just your paint by numbers Jack's Ruthless Aggression stylized figure here. Arms go all the way around. You do get a bicep cut, single jointed elbows, wrists back and forth, side to side, head side to side, waist side to side. You do get a little bit of splits going on there. Of course, Leapin' Lanny was a high flyer before high flyer was really a coined term, doing moonsaults and big moves off the top. You do get single jointed knees, ankles up and down, and that's pretty much it for the Ruthless Aggression style. No sticky disease, anything like that. I'm happy to report on that. But a very, very good one, a deep cut one, and a figure that a lot of people like myself over the years have put Jakks figures in with some of their Mattels. That is a perfect one to smoke and mirrors, put in right behind your Mr. Perfect figure, and you're off to the races. And I do hope one of these days, sooner than later, Mattel can get us a Lanny Poffo figure. I want to say Power Town signed him, possibly him and his dad, and maybe even Macho Man for figures. We'll see if that does shake out there. There's still more to come on Power Town. It's time you guys are probably watching this video. If you're not a Patreon supporter, if you're a traditional YouTube supporter, Patreon Series 1 might be out by now. It very well could be, because I don't think this video will drop on traditional YouTube till maybe November 2022, something like that. It is currently August right now. All right, there's the Genius. That's the Genius talk. Now we turn our attention to the old bad guy, old Razor Ramon, one of the all-time greats in wrestling, of course, Hall of Famer, NWO member, Razor Ramon, Big Scott Hall in the AWA, quite the journeyman, quite the career for him, who, of course, unfortunately did tragically pass away very recently. Just tough times there, for sure. But Razor Ramon in the classic purple outfit. He got his Intercontinental title with him as well. Got to have that. Razor on the side. Razor Ramon on that side. And then in the back, we got the cross-sell, we got the UPCs, got the warnings, got the blurb, got the glamour shot, got the tail of the tape. It's all there for you. But there it is. I believe 2007. Yes, this came out in 2007. Razor Ramon debuted 1985. Well, Scott Hall maybe. 280 pounds, 6'7", finishing move, the Razor's Edge. Titles, WWE Intercontinental Champion, WCW Tag Team Champion, WCW United States Champion. So without further ado, let's get old Razor out of the package here. We're going to open him up and get him out. There it is. Oh, rookie. See you later. Goodbye. And bam, there it is. See you later. Goodbye. And Razor Ramon in the old plastic prison, looking good, looking sharp. Got the Intercontinental belt. And off to the races. See you later. Goodbye. All right, Intercontinental title belt. Once again, 2 Intercontinental belts here at the table. Same exact belt we saw with the Genius. So get the most out of your molds, be it figures or title belts, as we know. Then we get old sticky Razor Ramon, and unfortunately he does have the sticky disease as well. Gonna have to get the old packaging tape out and really clean these guys up for sure. That is unfortunate. Boy, it's a rough disease, that classic superstar disease. We got to get a cure. We got to find a cure. We got to figure out a way. But Razor, an interesting one here. I never liked the head sculpt on the Jakks Razor. I always felt the head was a hair small, and there was just something there in the face, mouth, and eyes and nose. Something's missing. I can't put my finger on it like a young Ween, if you guys are familiar with Ween. I couldn't figure it out, and I don't know what it is. It could be that little toothpick he has. I feel like they needed to make the toothpick a little bit longer because it almost looks like he has something stuck in his teeth, which I guess he kind of does. But you got to look really close for that toothpick. It almost looks like he's got a gold tooth or a dead tooth or something like that. So that's a little strange. He just got the 5 o'clock shadow that goes all the way to his ears. So he even has that 5 o'clock shadow on his ears. So a little overspray there. He does got the little Superman type twirl, which was a Razor staple. He does have his hair locked up in a ponytail as well. He does got a very sticky purple vest, purple throughout. Like the attention to detail, specific knee pads and elbow pads for Razor Ramon in purple. It looks really good. Got the classic Razor Ramon logo on the back of the vest. He does got a fist, does got a gripping hand. Just a very good looking Razor, but the head is where they lose me a little bit on this one. We did see this again in the more original Hasbro version of Razor Ramon in a 2-pack, and we'll get to that one as well. Like we're going to get to all these Jakks figures, as you guys know in these unboxing videos. But very, very good for what it is. A staple of the time, Razor Ramon. And if you were a 90s wrestling fan, especially mid-90s through the early 2000s, he was a staple. He was one of the biggest stars, as we know, in wrestling for sure. So Razor Ramon, definitely a popular one all these years later, and will continue to be a popular one. And I think we got a lot more figures to come from him via Mattel in the future. So there it is. Today we got 2 Intercontinental Champions, the Genius, Leapin' Lanny Poffo. And I guess he wasn't the Intercontinental Champion, but he he carried the title for Mr. Perfect. How about that? But then, of course, Razor Ramon. But what do you guys think about these two? Any thoughts? Put them down in the comments. What do you think about the Genius? What do you think about Razor Ramon? I think we are all in agreement. We need a Genius Mattel. The time is now. Let's make that happen, Mattel. But let me know all your other thoughts down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Like I said, every single Tuesday we're doing something with the Jakks Classic Superstars line. And you don't want to miss out, so make sure you hit the notification bell. You can follow me on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, ProWrestlingTees.com to support the channel. And your best way to support the channel, of course, the Patreon. You can get this video months and months and months and months earlier than traditional YouTube. Bonus content, exclusive content, early content, and don't forget about the monthly giveaways. And like I said, the best way to support the channel. So for Razor Ramon and Leap and Lanny Poffo, I'm Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.